You don't want to talk to that guy? He plays in the NFL.
He's a linebacker. Skill positions only for Don Amigo.
I'm saying you're a football player. It's in your blood.
That's racist.
Yeah, I know I'm a great ref, and I'd like to play the game now.
When I am playing hoops, all of the stress and responsibility of my job here just melts away. Who am I? Am I Michael Scott? I don't know. I might just be a basketball machine.
The inspiring words of a fan who'll always root for the home team, even if they lose this game.
They lost! Those losers!
No. The game's not over.
Woo! Not over! Woo!
All right, guys, welcome back. This round is on me, and if you have found yourself one who's down, and welcome. A doctor, a lawyer, a pilot, and a professor have all walked into a bar, and tonight we are finishing out our March movie madness bracket.
You're in my madhouse
yes,
now.
Cody, we are dispelling with the pleasantries of the dailies, the question at the end, because who knows how long this is going to take. And Cody, as the maestro of the madness, take it away. Could tell the fine folks at home where we are currently in the bracket, the pairings that we have coming up, and what's in store.
As a result of our Eastern and Western Conference and all of the various sub-conferences there too, we have E.T. versus Big Hero 6, A Quiet Place versus Revenge of the Sith. Reminder, this bracket is based on sci-fi movies if you are joining us for the first time.
Oh, yep.
Finch versus Terminator 2. Back to the Future versus Looper in the time travel bracket. Logan versus iRobot in the Robo-Humans and Social Commentary bracket.
Versus iRobot.
That one's going to be wild.
Not I Am Legend.
Oh, yeah.
As I figured out.
Some people get confused about that.
Listen, it's both. Will Smith said both of them. They both start with the letter and word I. I'm sorry.
It's true.
And
And there's
you're an
angry
Apple
hordes that are mad at him at some point.
Then in the comedy bracket, we have Galaxy Quest versus Men in Black. In the Alien Fun Time, we have First Contact versus the James Cameron classic. No, sorry, Ridley Scott classic, Alien. And then, and the rest, we have The Martian versus Dune 2 Electric Boogaloo.
This is going to be a good matchup right here. Across, I'm excited for this Sweet 16. So,
and if you're joining us for this episode and you haven't heard the previous one and you want to hear all of our extended thoughts about each of these movies, go back and listen to the first two episodes, because we're not going to hash out the fine details and minutia. This is just going to be the fight to the death for some of these movies.
That's right. This is dirty fighting.
And as it stands, Cody is the only contestant who has thrown his Rotten Tomato.
Indeed.
And as a
I feel like
reminder, the Rotten Tomato is a mechanic inside of this March Madness where you get one that you can throw at any time during the conference except for the finale. And when you throw your tomato, if your movie is losing by majority vote and you throw your tomato, the combined critics and audience score of your movie versus the other, if it's higher, yours advances. But if it's lower, the tomato's rotten, you've thrown it, there's no going back, and we have to move on. So we are going to cut to a break, and whenever we come back, March Madness begins with E.T. versus Big Hero 6. We'll be right back.
I am so excited.
Yes.
Do 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 do.
I'm gonna go as fast as I can so I don't miss anything.
Excuse me, may I go to the bathroom first?
I gotta go to work.
We'll return after these messages.
This episode is brought to you by the Big Red Button Podcast.
Do you know what you'd do in a nuclear apocalypse?
Because we sure as quack don't.
See how our choices get us into trouble and back out again in this actual play podcast.
Big Red Button is for lovers of the Fallout franchise, choose your own adventures, and tabletop role-playing games rolled into one big audio drama.
Our band of stragglers is unraveling a mystery in the wasteland, and we're at the mercy of the roll of the dice.
So grab your Geiger counters, take your rat away and subscribe to our new show, The Big Red Button.
Oh, shoot, did I miss the halftime show? Gosh dang it, who'd they have? What are you doing in here? You're in here. I pay for that privilege. I'm feeling much better now.
Yeah, I'm having an heart attack. Get back to work.
All right. And we're back for A Kid and Their Robot Alien Dog Friend Go on Adventures.
Time to make these dogs fight, y'all.
Are you unlikely companion?
Whoa, easy there, Michael Vick. Calm down.
I'm leaving the audience on their toes. They don't know what it's actually called. So, with it, the finalists in this category, E.T. versus Big Hero 6.
Can we all say it at once, please? Can we?
3,
I don't know if it'd be the same.
1. Big Hero 6.
I knew it. I knew it.
It's E.T.
I knew it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's E.T.
Oh my goodness.
What a roller coaster. It's like right out the gate, gonna split it down the middle.
What? It's fine.
Look,
it's fine.
Did you really think that Big Hero 6 is a better movie than E.T.?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fair. Yeah. Okay, cool.
it's Spielberg in his prime, John Williams in his prime. Like, literally, Spielberg based the logo of his own company on the E.T., you know, Through the Moon. Like, it's...
riding the bikes.
It's his tentpole. It's his magnum opus. Like, he can look back on his career and say, I peaked with E.T. So...
There's so many quotes. E.T. phone home. Ouch. Home.
The fact that it's canonized the Star Wars universe into ours because he knew Yoda.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when he said home. He saw him and started going, home, home, home. So he hangs out with him sometimes.
Yeah. I love Big Hero 6. Don't get me wrong. But E.T. phoned home in my heart.
Ooh.
Wow.
Did your heart glow? Just like E.T.'s did?
Only slightly, but I think that's a different condition.
There's a surgery for that.
You might want to get that checked out.
I think
All
I
right.
do. I'm in danger. I need to go to a doctor.
All right.
No, you know what? No.
Are you gonna do it?
Are you throwing it?
Are you gonna do it?
Do it.
I'm for this.
I am going to be lambasted for years to come. Well,
I don't know. The Christmas one was a pretty...
Do it.
The Christmas one was pretty bad. But
and then Violent Night comes out of nowhere and beats both these movies.
I just
do it.
Do it. I had a stronger emotional response to Big Hero 6. It tugged on all of the heartstrings for me, but it had the action that made me feel like a kid watching cartoons in the morning.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm throwing it.
Oh,
I'm throwing it.
Whoa.
The
I'm
Rotten Tomato. All right.
I will do E.T.
Okay.
I'll look up Big Hero 6.
And I'll sit here and watch.
All right. E.T. has a critics review of 99%.
Oh,
Wasted it right out of...
This might be a real stinker of a tomato.
Hold on, but the audience score is 72%.
Wow.
What? No.
What? Bringing a combined score of 85.5%.
Oh, no.
For E.T.?
For E.T.
No earthly way.
The popcorn meter is the audience score, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at a 72%.
My goodness. Because Big Hero 6
boy
has a critic score of a 90% and a tomato meter of a 1% plus 90 more percent, bringing us to an average of 90.5%.
Big
Hero 6 goes on.
Whoa.
Wow. Did not see that coming.
Oh, my word.
I did not.
Wow.
Big Hero 6 for the
There you
upset.
go.
I am upset.
Yes.
That should have been out against the Iron Giant in round 1. And here we are. Wow.
Big Hero 6 for
Didn't
the
see that
upset.
coming.
Very.
Wow.
Wow.
Ha!
Oh.
Well, all right. And I had E.T. going for the championship, so that just threw off my whole bracket.
Me every year with Kentucky Wildcats.
I thought you were going to say
This
me
is
every
the
year
year.
with Williams Tomato
Oh.
upsetting the finale
It
of the
does,
bracket.
it does throw off every time. What a roller
Yes.
coaster.
Okay.
All right. So next up in the child endangerment bracket, we have
At least
child
you didn't say-
endangerment makes great cinema.
Oh, okay, there it
Yeah.
is.
We have A Quiet Place versus Revenge of the Sith. Master Honey, there's too many. What are we going to do?
This is a hard one. Because I did not want A Quiet Place in by technicality. I was willing to vote for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and I picked Revenge of the Sith. I'm gonna have to go Revenge of the Sith again here by
It's my-
technicality.
All right.
Well,
William.
I know your vote, Cody.
It's my favorite Star Wars movie. Like, it's my number one in all my rankings.
I know.
Right up
I
there
know.
with Caravan of Courage and the Droids cartoons.
I'm going
Such
A Quiet Place.
obscure.
Quiet. Okay, 1-1. Well,
Do
2-1.
I cause chaos?
Come on,
Always.
Dallas.
Always.
As an
Just go
EU
with your gut.
fan, Matthew Stover's novelization.
We're not
pure
voting on
literature.
the novelization. I'm not looking for
Yeah,
a retcon
hold up.
to fix
If
it.
that's the way we're handling things, if we have to have a book to make it passable,
And we all know that Dallas has read all the books.
the Dune loses points. Losing the books.
yeah, this whole judging things based off the books thing
Like,
is screwing this
I am not
bracket.
You're
judging
supposed
things
to
based
judge a
on
book
the
by its cover. It's
not
I'm not
by its
judging it.
movie.
cover.
I'm not judging it based on the book. I'm appealing to Dallas's sensibilities and all of the experience that comes with it.
Because here's where I'm torn. A Quiet Place, I feel like is a new iconic movie. It was very good. I feel like it did a new fresh thing with a very simple concept. Surprisingly, that hasn't been done that way before. But Revenge of the Sith is Star Wars, and I do love Star Wars, and so there's some nostalgia mixed in this vial that I'm getting ready to use. So I think I'm going to go Revenge of the Sith. This
Wow.
one.
That's fine.
William, are you
All
going
right.
to throw Dallas's tomato now?
He's throwing the I Am Legend card. It switches the movie to I Am Legend.
I Am Legend versus Violet Knight. Here we go.
That's an easy one. I Am Legend, obviously.
All right. And that wraps up the Child Endangerment Makes Great Cinema bracket with Revenge of the Sith as the winner. With the one scene of Youngling killing Vader.
It's true.
To make you
Younglings
qualify.
killing Vader. Wow. I
Oh, wait,
missed
sorry.
that cut. That would have
Well.
been an amazing cut.
That would have been. That would have been. All right. In the It's the End of the World as we know it, we have Finch versus ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
I'm loving
Terminator 2.
Oh, no.
McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm hating it.
Do-do-do, do-do-do.
I don't know what he's doing here, but can we put the
da-da-ing
kibosh
theme
on it?
songs.
Oh.
I'm the theme music.
This one's tough. I'm having a hard
No,
time
it's
with
not.
this one.
No, it's not. We keep saying this is tough.
It makes for better
Terminator.
podcasting if you hold off a little bit.
It's Terminator 2.
If Who Wants to Be a Millionaire had 0 commercial breaks and no thematic music in the background, that would be a lot less fun to watch.
You're not
He's
wrong.
like, final answer this. He's like, you got $1 million. Bye. And, oh, that was a weird 10 minutes.
There was that one guy who called his dad to tell him I'm about to
Cody
win.
and I watched that
We-
live.
We watched it live. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm like,
do it
oh,
live."
no, he didn't make it without all of his lifelines. He called his dad. Dad, I didn't want anything. I just called and tell you I'm going to be a millionaire. And then he answered the question. It's Terminator 2 for me.
It's Terminator. Yeah.
It's Terminator.
Oh,
Okay.
clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
So difficult.
Loved Finch.
If this had been Apes versus Blade Runner, this would have been a different story. There would have been some nuance there, but no.
No.
All right. And then the last bracket in our Western Conference, in the time travel bracket, we have Back to the Future versus Looper. Just killing one of Alex's babies.
No. Okay.
This one's hard. Can I say it this time and it?
Yeah. This
did it
actually
work? Okay.
this is actually tough. If you take the nostalgia goggles off for both of these movies, I lean towards that John Mulaney stand-up routine where he starts pointing out all of the absurdity of Back to the Future, where he's like, we've got a disgraced nuclear physicist hanging out with a teen boy. And they're like, why? Like, that's weird. And he goes back to the past. Oh, so we're going to call it back. No. We're going to call it Back to the Future. And it gets more absurd with rewatches. Looper holds up for me better than Back to the Future does. I'm going Looper.
Is it the magic in Looper that holds up to you? Is that what it is?
I think it's the...
Is that what really sells it for you?
No,
that
I think
really
it's just a little more...
magic?
I watched...
The Power of Love? Is that... Are we back to that again?
Yes.
There's always a weird kid in the corner of all of your movies that it's just... One eye is not looking at you.
Do you have some unprocessed trauma when you were a child? Were you the weird kid in the corner?
Yes. I was.
Yeah. Why do you think I turned out the way I am?
Are you Bruce? Are you a young Bruce Willis? Like, is this all?
Shut up, Cody. I told you this was my cover.
I have to get my shotgun.
Oh, Lord William has his librarian look going.
So how does it make you?
Oh, his therapist look. Sorry.
Got the glasses pulled down on the bridge of his nose. Got the pen out. Well, it all began when I was 12.
All right. I mean, I watched Back to the Future in 2015, way late into the game, and I watched it with Ghostbusters.
Oh, boy.
And I will say, Back to the Future is a perfect movie.
No.
Whoa.
I'm
Ghostbusters
sorry.
James
is
and
not.
the Giant Peach.
He
huh?
tries to sleep with his own mother.
Yeah, but...
Yes, but...
Okay, Kentucky. What's happening?
Star Wars
here?
is great, and, there's
And he kisses his own
sibling
sister.
romance.
Yeah, that's the lowest. That's the worst of Star Wars.
No wonder I married a therapist.
What? His childhood bully is like a grapist without the G. Maybe you have to censor that one.
But
I
he's
don't
the
know.
bad guy. Like, he's the bad guy.
I mean, he's
Nobody-
definitively seen as the
Nobody said
bad
that's
guy.
a redeeming quality. Like,
It's not
There's-
supposed.
There's some
He
James Bond
steals-
movies where, I get a little uncomfortable in certain scenes on that front. And he's the hero.
Back to the Future does not hold up to.
it set the standard for time travel movies.
Okay. Look,
It's the perfect trilogy.
Now, I'm not saying Looper's a bad movie. Looper's a fantastic movie.
It is.
But it's not Back to the Future.
William, you want to tie it up?
Yeah, I'm voting Looper.
Yay!
You're a Looper pooper.
Pooper Looper.
I'm going to be honest. I couldn't tell you if I had seen Back to the Future all the way through before the bracket.
That's how great it is. It lives inside of you. It's just a part of your being.
I'm pretty sure that I have consumed more Back to the Future through reels on Instagram than I have actually watching the movie.
Right. How much Looper have you just absorbed through pop culture?
Isn't that also a
Not
Reels
as
app?
much.
Like a short-form video app, Looper? Like, I feel like that is.
I don't know. Go ahead and verbally claim the trademark now. So, but I'm going to pick Looper.
In 1998, I had an audio program called Super Duper Music Looper, and that's the only That's what I think every time I see Looper.
Who are we asking?
Cody, didn't you say you went through the Sweet 16 and asked?
Oh, here we go. Morgan Freeman returns to read the text messages with Omar Fallon. Alex messages Omar at 9:31 p.m. Back to the Future versus Looper. Omar replies, Back to the Future, but I freaking love Looper. So underrated. Back to the Future wins.
Omar Fallon is a man of culture.
I'm not upset.
Well, Michael J. Fox hadn't texted me back yet, so I guess we'll go with Omar's. That's fine.
Alex replies, Ugh. Thank you, sir.
Ugh.
Chris Lloyd just sent me a carrier pigeon. And he just voted Looper, of all things.
We're tied again?
From the past. That was the weird thing.
All right. And with
Thanks
that,
for
that
nothing,
is
Omar Fallon.
our Western Conference has made it to the Elite Eight. In a surprise upset, we have Big Hero 6, Revenge of the Sith, Terminator 2 versus Looper. When we come back, we will come back with the Eastern Conference with Logan versus iRobot.
Oh, that's going to be a matchup.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be hard.
All right, and we're back. Up next in the Robo-Humans and Social Commentary, we have Logan versus iRobot.
We have social commentary versus robots. It's in the title.
Dawn of Humans.
I've got to go with Logan on this one.
What?
Easy.
Hold on.
Easy.
See, I feel like Logan falls into that, like, is it really even sci-fi?
That's my problem with it. This is not sci-fi. This is a comic book movie. In the same way that I really want to
I Am Legend. It's
not
been
on purpose.
That means your vote should count for less.
I can't
Your
vote for iRobot.
Your vote should count less. You should have to be forced to abstain from this voting process.
Hey, I've thrown my tomato. If I'm in the minority, I will go quietly into the sunset. It's fine.
William, have you ever used the same candy machine over and over again, and then one day it doesn't spit out what you want?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's iRobot. That's it. The same emotion you felt. There was a thing, a robot you loved, and then all of a sudden, it just turned on you, and that's iRobot.
And I'm supposed to like that?
No. Yeah. Hold on.
And then in the end, there's other magic happened. And then there were zombies.
All right, this is why I'm in sales and not Dallas. William, the idea of iRobot here is that robots cannot physically harm a human. They are supposed to be subservient. They are only supposed to do our beck and call. There is no deeper soul to robots. They are machines, and that is it. Or is it? And one day, one of the leading scientists is murdered by a robot. And that should be impossible due to the laws of robotics. So now it has become a murder mystery tied into a social commentary of what does it mean to have a soul and humanity. If a human can't sing an opera or paint a world-class painting, are they less of a human? You know, like it starts asking those questions of us, while you also get a detective thriller with Will Smith and Alan Tudyk and James Cromwell popping up. It's phenomenal.
Oh, I've seen it.
No, you didn't. You said you saw
for this bracket. It's been 15 years or so since I've seen it.
We saw it in theaters together, and I have a weird memory for movies, so I remember the movies we've seen.
We saw it at theaters together. So this was before I went to college. My vote's still Logan.
Just because it's your name? Just because it's your name?
My vote's Logan too.
For years, it was the superhero that shared my name and my dad's name.
iRobot.
And he's close.
Yeah, but it's a great comic book movie.
I don't even care about that. I don't even care about that. But like Logan gutted me. It is one of those movies that you walk away from going, I'm glad I watched it, but it is gut wrenching.
Yeah, I don't want to have to do a movie commentary of a gut wrenching movie.
Well, we're probably going to do movie commentaries on a lot of these, but that notwithstanding, it's Logan. It's Logan for me, and there is sci-fi elements to it. There's the social commentary element, which is very common in sci-fi. About
Logan is a 2017 American superhero film. That's weird. I was trying to look up and see if it was a sci-fi movie. It's a superhero movie. And this is a sci-fi bracket. That's so crazy. Anyways.
So is it 2-2?
I think it is.
Well, Mr. Hacker, I have already asked because I knew my vote. Logan. Logan advances.
Stacking the deck with our ads.
Superhero. Yes. What are we doing? What are we doing?
You already knew he asked, and you pulled that card to tip the scales over.
I asked within the last 30 seconds. I knew my vote. Like I knew my vote, and I had Logan advancing.
I mean, unless one of you are going to throw it.
No, because I know that iRobot didn't do well critically. I know that for a fact. It's probably, without looking, I bet it's sitting at like it's probably at like a 47 on Rotten Tomatoes. That is my guess. I am not
Since it's out,
throwing
we can
it.
Look.
I'm not throwing my tomato here. I want that to be abundantly clear. I'm guessing 47%.
No,
Rotten
better than that. Critic score of 57.
Oh, okay.
With
Look
an
at that.
audience score of 70.
That's Transformers 1 territory.
So that's 63.5. I think.
That's Transformers 1. That's Transformers 1 territory. All right.
It's
Moving
sad though
on.
that a superhero movie and a Star Wars movie are
it's
just and a Marvel movie
And I'm
in
starting
Big
to
Hero
call in
6.
suspect our call-in choices.
What's happening here? Omar has been our old reliable here, so I'm okay with that.
All right. In the sci-fi comedy, we have Galaxy's Quest versus Men in Black.
This one is tough.
Yeah.
Because Men in Black is an absolute classic. It's a gem of a film that I have loved. I have watched over and over. I love what Galaxy Quest does for the genre of sci-fi. Like, it touches on sci-fi culture and fandom in addition to turning into a sci-fi. I've loved that concept of that movie for years.
Are you gonna snub Will Smith again, William? Just gonna stab him right in the
always.
That's a real slap in the face. That's what that is.
Hey!
I've been waiting for the whole time to use that. I'm out.
Peace out,
Dallas
Cub
is
Scout.
done with the whole podcast. He's just done. That was his moment.
That was his retirement speech.
It was.
I'm going Men in Black. I loved
Yeah.
Galaxy Quest. It was one of those surprising, like, I had a great time with this. But Men in Black.
I'm going to go Men in Black too.
Men in Black.
Men in
No,
Black.
no, Men in Black
2.
1, not Men in Black
or
2.
three.
Okay. Yeah.
Men in Black.
Oh, Universal across the board. Okay.
All right.
Which one was
Movie-
Michael Jackson in? 2 or 3? He's
Was
in
I have not
in-
seen 2 or 3.
because
So I don't
he's
know.
an alien, right? And they're like, actually, no.
Well, it would have to be 2 because he was dead by the time 3 came around.
Whoa.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Anyways, moving on. All right. The finalists in the Alien Fun Time bracket, we have Star Trek First Contact versus Alien.
Alien.
Yeah, it's alien.
It's Alien. I'm sorry, Cody. It's
I know. I knew this would happen.
Alien.
He's out of bullets.
Knowing that
Or
Star
is
Trek
he?
First Contact
Oh,
was
he
going.
is. Yeah, he already threw it.
Knowing that Star Trek First Contact was going up against Alien, there's a reason I put Dune 2 and Tron Legacy together. Because I knew my baby was going to be taken out.
He's got to sabotage others to feel good about himself. That's the integrity of this bracket is severely being called into question at every turn.
Is it? And that's different than last year somehow.
You didn't watch one of the movies. He's pairing people up just to knock out their babies. I see how this is going.
Hey, I knocked out some of my babies, to be fair. To be fair. All right. So, and with that, last but not least, and the rest.
Is that from something that you keep singing it?
Gilligan's Island.
Oh.
Gilligan the Skipper to
the first two seasons of Gilligan's Island, they didn't sing about the professor and Mary Ann. They just said,
and the
movie
rest.
star and the rest are here on Gilligan's Island.
I didn't either. I've only ever
I
known.
learned something.
Yeah. Yes. All right. We have The Martian versus Dune 2.
Dune 2.
Dune 2.
Yes.
The Martian.
Why are you trying to be mean right now?
Martian.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
This is Morgan Freeman returning again. Alex's accent gets progressively worse and sounds less and less like Morgan Freeman as time goes on. Alex,
email my department.
Texted Omar Fallon. Dune 2 versus The Martian. Omar's got the 3 little bubbles that indicate that he's typing. And he just said, Dune 2 was a masterpiece. Dune 2.
Zach Hacker also said Dune 2.
Hell yeah, he did, because it's way superior to The Martian.
It was really a shock to see what other people had said on that one.
All right, we're on to our Elite 8.
Indeed.
I cannot comprehend some of the picks that are in here. I am calling foul play on certain ones. Whatever.
Big Hero
Whatever.
6 versus Revenge of the Sith.
It pains my soul. I should have gone Jurassic World way back when.
Yeah,
I should have. I should have.
You should have.
I should have. But
this is why I will make sure Dune 2 does not make it at all costs.
Why?
You
Don't
took
do
Jurassic
this.
World from me. Took it from me.
I've supported all of your other movies. Revenge of the Sith.
It's Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, that's Revenge
But
of
it
the
should have
Sith.
been Jurassic World.
Fine.
Sorry, Dallas.
Can't take it back now.
It should have been the Iron Giant
Jurassic World died 2 rounds ago.
versus Jurassic World. Or Honey Shrunk the Kids.
I don't see how genetic mutations for enhancing individuals versus midichlorians enhancing individuals.
One's in space.
You're not wrong.
One
Space
is less
ships.
sci-fi than the other.
Like mutants, mutation, evolution. It's sci-fi. Like, come on.
Just because the source
Space
material was a
Wars
comic book
are
doesn't mean
more-
that was not a science fiction
Does
movie.
that, okay, so does that mean Angels in the Outfield is a sci-fi movie because it's got
Exactly.
other than human creatures
It is
in
a theological treatise. Thank you very
It's
much.
a theological sci-fi. Thank you.
And it's
First
not
of all,
in the sci-fi bracket.
One of these is
It's a heartwarming family movie starring a dead nuclear physicist.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, Revenge of the Sith. That's
All right. Let's see.
It should have been the Iron Giant, for the record.
no.
Or E.T. should have held up longer. No offense.
Yeah, E.T. should have held up
E.T.
longer.
should have had a higher audience and critic score. Come
You are absolutely right. What
Cisco
was
and
going
Agents
on?
were
I don't.
alcoholics
I was
at the time. They didn't know what they were
thoroughly
doing.
convinced E.T.
They were too
had a higher
sugared
audience
up
and
on
critic score.
Too sugared
Yeah.
up on Reese's Pieces. And
I'm sorry, but it's modern audiences with their short attention spans. They can't handle 1980s films anymore.
thank goodness we're banning TikTok. Am I right?
Amen. Amen.
You know, in
As
5
I-
years, ET score will probably go up.
That'll
And
be
the high-
evergreen. You know, one day when we've got our holograms, and they're going to be like, hey, Grandpappy, what was a TikTok? And it's like, that's what a clock did. No. In the context here. Oh, it was an app that ruined a generation. Oh, okay. Is that why mom and dad are so messed up? Exactly.
They should have been on the cocaine like we were.
Moving
Whoa.
on. The winner of the It's the End of the World as We Know It versus the time travel bracket. Terminator 2 versus Back to the Future.
So time travel versus time travel.
Basically. There's a lot of time travel entries on this one.
One side of the bracket is going to wind up really dark. It started out really hopeful, and it's going to wind up being like really dark because it's Terminator 2. Terminator
Dallas.
2.
Okay, so Terminator 2. If I'm going just based on my gut, because I like both of these movies, but Terminator 2 is one that I feel like is just
I am
above.
fundamentally on the fence here.
Why? You're having a hard time picking a movie that you hadn't watched before we made this bracket?
No, he's trying to figure out how he can get the most chaos so that he can go to the
Terminator 2 versus Back to the Future together. It was on my list. It's on my list. I knew Terminator 2 would be on my list, even after not watching it. Back to the Future.
Okay.
Back to the Future. Though it's like 50.1 to 49.9.
What tipped it over?
That Spielbergian, Zemeckis, Alan Silvestri magic.
That's a reason.
Yeah. Whereas,
are you sure it has nothing to do with the Pepsi product placement or the Nike product placements or the
as I'm drinking a Coke?
Exactly. What are we doing here? It's an ad wrapped up in Robert Zemeckis.
It's pure fun. It's pure fun.
It's worse Rick and Morty. I don't even believe that, but okay. I just had to say it.
All right.
Rick and Morty wouldn't exist without it.
Shush. I just had to get it right.
Again, this is 50.1 to 49.9.
That's
it's
all right.
close. It's a preponderance of the evidence. It's just right there on the line.
You
I feel like
using
Terminator
those
did time
$5
travel
words over there.
better.
I am asking the hacker just
but not
in
as
case.
fun.
I didn't even vote.
Hold up.
Just in case.
Well, I'm glad that you did because I was going to go Back to the Future.
Oh, my word.
The Terminator franchise has never done anything before.
After 2 and then Terminator 3, I wasn't a huge fan, and then it picks back up a little bit.
All right, Mr. Hacker has responded. Back to the Future wins.
Go! Hey!
What?
I feel like you have said somewhere in the past that you pre-asked
Yeah, hold
Zach
up.
Hacker. And if you knew beforehand what his votes were, that throws all his votes out.
I have not pre-asked this time. I was going to tell Zach Hacker, but we had an emergency recording to deliver his choices on a piece of paper to William.
All right.
And then William would reveal it.
I'm Morgan Freeman.
I can
here
read
to
the
let you all
responses
know.
like I'm at the Oscars.
Alex also asked Omar Fallon. He said, okay, Back to the Future versus Terminator 2. Omar said, Back to the Future was the movie that got me into movies. I'm going to pick that for a lot.
All right.
Holy cannolis. Back to the Future.
I'm not mad. Just disappointed.
I'm just disappointed. Yeah.
It's, again, this was close. These were two on my list. This was close. Close for me.
Yeah,
all right.
It's weird how all of yours on your list seem to keep going through, and Zach Hacker somehow seems to...
Look, only one of my sacred cows is actually still on the list.
Only, okay.
I had 3 sacred cows, and y'all knocked out 2 of them the first round.
Only 3 sacred cows.
Yeah.
Weird.
So,
Weird.
Eastern Conference, the winner of the Robo-Human and Social Commentary, Logan, versus Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Yeah, it's Men in Black for me.
Men in Black, for sure.
Logan.
Oh my. What is
Your
going
argument that movie is not sci-fi holds no water.
It
For
does
me.
hold
It holds
water.
tons of water
holds-
because this is a sci-fi movie bracket,
It holds
not a superhero movie bracket.
There are
the
there are
source
aliens.
material may have been a comic book, but that is more. I would argue that is more sci-fi than 30% of the movies that are on this.
There are aliens. There are mutations. There evolution. It's sci-fi.
There's aliens in Logan?
In the X-Men universe.
Well, that
Like-
doesn't count. That's not this.
Like,
Is
if you're talking
Frozen
about the
a sci-fi
source
movie
material,
because she has powers?
if
She's a
you're
mutant?
talking about source material, the X-Men
Why
is
not?
thoroughly sci-fi. The X-Men is thoroughly sci-fi in origin and scope. And in a red at 9:55 and an already response, Logan.
What
I
the
feel like there's some
actual
cheating
hell
going
is
on
going
here.
on?
Something's fishy here.
I don't understand what's happening.
I just have Zach Hacker on standby here.
Actually, here he is.
I don't understand what's happening. Logan is not a sci-fi movie.
I'm sorry, but Elf was a mid-tier Christmas movie at best.
Wrong.
Like, this,
But it was a
maybe
Christmas
this is
movie.
the Revenge of the Murphy here.
This is not Revenge of the Murphy. This is a sci-fi movie bracket
Throw
that
your
you
tomato
are.
then.
No,
Throw the
I'm not going
tomato
to
then.
waste it on something like Logan.
We're going to the Final Four. You don't have many opportunities.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna start blasting during. Final
You gonna
Four.
do it? You gonna do it?
You gonna do it, Dallas?
Well, yeah, because that's what I always do for one.
No. I mean, are you gonna throw your tomato to
Oh, right now, no.
knock
no,
out
no.
Logan?
No, there's not enough chaos to be had yet.
Logan,
I have
advance
rubbed
us.
off on you guys.
Yes.
I hate this so much. It's not even sci-fi. It's not even sci-fi.
All right. And last but not least, the winner of Alien Fun Time, the appropriately titled Alien versus And the Rest, Dune 2.
I hate all of you right now. Sorry. I'm still hung up on Logan. I'm still hung up on E.T. and the Iron Giant.
That one was, yeah.
I can understand the Blade Runner being hit or miss for you all. Planet of the Apes was a close one.
Listen, I had to fight for Logan to get this far because there is no way in whatever afterlife exists in Logan that it's going to win against Alien or Dune 2 at all.
Are you just playing 3D chess over here? Is that your play?
I got to
Also,
write-
did Logan die? I still don't know because he's still kind of
Yeah, oh,
around
wait,
because
yeah.
multiverse milk.
That's the problem.
madness.
They completely pulled the rug out from under you and said,
They-
"Oh, psych! Even the weight of killing off Logan doesn't matter anymore because he's alive again." Ha ha! Ryan Reynolds. Ha 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 ha! I bought a football team in Wales. Ha ha!
You had a tomato to throw, and you decided to hold
No.
off. So you obviously weren't
know.
fighting too hard.
Mhm.
I know. Should have fought harder.
Alien versus Dune 2.
Alex, we know your vote.
Do you?
Dune 2, I'm assuming.
Oh, you know what they say about assuming. It makes an ass out of you and me. But not in this case, because yes, Dune 2. Yes.
William.
Dune 2.
Ho ho.
Ooh.
I know.
Dallas.
Like I said, whenever we first were debating Dune 2 versus Tron Legacy, I could find no fault in that movie. There was not a computer graphic that was odd that sucked me out of it. That there was no weird, stilted, awkward dialogue. There was no acting that was not up to par. And I know it may seem that mine and Alex's preferences are on the opposite end of the spectrum, and sometimes it's done out of spite. A game has to acknowledge game here.
Thank you.
Oh no, going both ways.
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
that relationship. And Dune 2 was incredible.
Yes.
I still, on a regular, not daily, on a regular basis, think about Rebecca Ferguson's performance in that movie.
I almost daily listen to the soundtrack. I had to exclude it from my taste profile on Spotify so I wouldn't screw up my Spotify Wrapped. That way I could have regular music instead of just like, your top artist was Hans Zimmer. And like by like a lot.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but anyways.
All right, Dallas.
Dune 2 was a really good movie, but I don't feel like it is as iconic as Alien is now.
I would agree as far as in the cultural. That's true.
I don't think a Dune 2 will be quoted and remade and put in to as
May
much.
thy knife chip and shatter. What are you going to quote
First
with?
off, do not sass my knife like that. Do
you know the only line that people quote from Alien is from the trailer. In space, no one can hear you scream. There's not a quotable line from Alien.
There's the game over line. There's the whole, you don't know that one? Game over, man. Game over. That's from Alien.
Everyone says game over. Alien didn't.
No, it's game over, man. Game over. Yeah, there's a pause there.
It's
You gotta
okay.
put it in there.
I mean, I don't think it's very quotable. Lisan Al Gaib.
And it's
got tons of quotable lines. Like
nobody is saying that one.
And
no one's brave enough to try.
It's not the big centipede you need to worry about. It's the little ones. And he holds his hands like that far apart. Stilgar is probably one of the funniest supporting characters in a movie in
But also,
years.
Popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
No,
It started a
that's
trend. That's
Not
a point in
trend,
its
that's a-
favor.
That's another one of those, like, we'll look back and see that was part of the demise, was that popcorn bucket.
No, it was the Wolverine bucket afterwards, where it was
Oh, yeah,
orifices.
that's true.
Yeah, but that was on brand for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh.
For Logan. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. No, mine's Alien, obviously.
Mine's Alien 2.
Alien 2's not on the list. It's Alien. Okay?
I knew you would make that joke. And Zach Hacker says Alien.
This is not
What's Omar say?
acceptable. Hold on. Yeah, we can't keep taking only Zach Hacker's preloaded answers.
He read it at
That was
10
a chat
o'clock.
GPT.
He read
I
it
saw
at
it.
10 o'clock. I asked him in the midst of the conversation because once
Omar
these
Fallon's
two...
3 bubbles are typing. Oh, crazy. Omar Fallon says Dune 2. So we're tied again.
Oh, no.
What do we do?
Calling the Horcrux chat. And therefore, you guys can see this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we keep going to the preloaded answers over here.
Read at 10 o'clock.
Let me just ask Chat GPT what it thinks. Since we're all asking friends of ours, let me ask mine.
Omar was always the tiebreaker. And now, all of a sudden, we've opened a can of worms after he stopped replying.
Last year, we had to go
last
find...
night.
Yeah. Last year, we had to go find other friends, too.
When they weren't awake. That's why we went to Zach Hacker. No offense, Zach. But Omar is our tiebreaker. 99.99999 repeat.
And I think, honestly, didn't Zach break the tie the last time?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's crazy.
I thought that in this one, we were in a TikTok back and forth.
Also, Omar even picked Back to the Future. So he's been pretty back and forth. I say we go with Omar Fallon. Where are we doing the tiebreaker?
That's fine. It's fine.
Well, Chat GPT said it was Alien. Just saying.
I think that's what did you ask it?
I just said, which movie is better, Dune 2 or Alien? And it's like, depends on which one you're looking for. And I said, I need a definitive answer. And it said, if we're talking pure cinematic impact, Alien, Dune Part 2 is visually stunning. But then at the end it says, it's an excellent film, but Alien is a masterpiece.
Did ChatGPT just break the tie?
I don't know.
No, we are
My
not.
robot lost one up there, so I don't think it gets to answer any questions from here on out, but I'm just saying.
Please tell me ChatGPT broke the tie.
No, we are not allowing. That is the my hellscape. The idea that an AI large language model.
But how meta would that be for the sci-fi?
It is very sci-fi, though.
I'm here for it.
No, we have a human tiebreaker.
Is it just because it didn't say Dune 2? Is that why you're upset?
Yes.
Well,
that's
Gemini
exactly why
says if you're a fan of science fiction epics, then you will probably prefer Dune 2. If you're a fan of horror films, then you'll prefer Alien. So
yeah, I don't hear either of you arguing that.
Alien is
more of
primarily a horror movie. Dune 2 is a sci-fi epic,
and it has horror.
Well, Logan is a superhero movie that's also sci-fi. So,
so they're allowed to be both.
No.
Oh,
I agreed with you. I voted Logan.
I know.
Yeah, Cody, how dare you harm your brother right now, apologize, and vote Dune 2 and be done with it. Thank you. That was perfect. Omar says Dune 2. Omar says Dune 2.
Hacker says...
Well, Hacker is our question giver, not our tiebreaker. That is his role for the show. He gives us great questions for the end of the show. Omar is our tiebreaker. That's the way it's always been, and it always will be, until I disagree with him.
Except for when he puts you on mute and doesn't respond.
I think we need an impartial fourth party that's not AI. A double impartial.
Do you want me to ask my missus?
Has she seen them both?
She has seen them both, yes.
Okay.
Does she like horror movies?
I have a feeling I know which one she's going to pick, though.
Yeah.
She likes horror movies? Oh, no.
Well, I mean, suspense. Like blood and gore.
Hold on. Friend of the show, Josh Solomon. Let's see here. Dune.
That's the guy that was in Dune.
No, he wasn't.
Timothy Chalamet. That's that guy.
Josh Solomon.
That's what I thought you said.
Okay, listen. If I'm going for a third one to break the tie, you can't bring in a fourth one because we'll tie again, and we have to go find somebody else.
We'll see who gets back first.
She said Alien.
Oh.
Omar Fallon is our tiebreaker. I even do the Morgan Freeman voice. This is bullshit, and we all know it. This is absolute. We're just going to poll the entire world, huh?
ChatGPT, Zach Hacker, and the most important party of all.
She said Chessbuster
my sister-in-law
beats Sandworm.
They're both problematic to have.
True. Yes, that is true.
And I've had both. They take two different scopes to figure out which one is where, but
an Alien has the man I want to be when I grow up, Mr. John Hurt. Like,
they all die. What do you want to be dead when you grow up?
I want to be the actor John Hurt, thank you, not his character.
You said the movie. So
it stars the man John Hurt.
Oh, so why isn't Spaceballs winning? Because that had John Hurt in it.
Well, it was up against.
Oh, so Josh Solomon. Here we go. I said
depressed Alan Rickman.
This is Morgan Freeman, also reading the text messages of Josh Solomon and Alex Christian. Need a tiebreaker. Dune 2 versus
We
Alien.
don't need a tiebreaker.
We broke the tie.
Oh, man.
3 times.
Like Romulus? No, just the original. Oh, man. Both are sci-fi, but one is horror. Alien is my favorite horror film. Alex is replying.
What's that non-answer?
This is a sci-fi movie, bro.
You're leading the witness. You just put the two movies out there. Which one's better?
That's why I didn't lead ChatGPT, my best friend.
I'm throwing it. I hate all of you. I hate you for constructing this because you are trying to pull the strings, even though you know
Since Cody's
Omar.
pulling the strings, Dallas, you pull up Alien. I will pull up Dune 2.
This is ridiculous that I have to be throwing.
Are you throwing
my tomato? I'm throwing my tomato.
Tomato.
Sorry,
this is
I don't know why I was
absurd
thinking
behavior.
of Mario. What am I doing?
You were doing Alien.
Okay.
I hate everything and everyone right now.
Now you know how I felt about Christmas.
We had a Christmas movie. This is a horror movie going up against a sci-fi
Alex,
epic.
Do you want to hear Dune's score first or last?
Last.
Okay.
Last. Yeah. I'm not even looking. I've just got my head down. I've got my hand over my face. Omar, I'm so sorry that they've screwed you over like this. Denis Villeneuve, I'm sorry they screwed you over. Timothy Shamalama Ding Dong, I'm sorry they screwed you over.
So, do you want Aliens numbers? Is that what we're doing? Okay, so Aliens' first number,
the critic
which
score,
is the critic score,
Mhm.
is 93%, and the audience score, is that what we're calling it? Viewers?
Yeah.
Not the
popcorn
critics.
popcorn meter.
Popcorn-o-meter, 94%.
Oh, 93.5.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
WVLK.
William.
Dune's
Tell
tomato
me
meter
something good
is 92%. Dune's audience score is 95%, for an average of 93.5.
And we
Rock,
we go to Omar because, and that's how I win. We get Omar to be the tiebreaker.
I don't think that's how that
I
works. We already know his
believe
score.
it is now up to rock, paper, scissors.
No.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade versus Jurassic Park Year One. That's what we had to do.
Oh, this did happen before.
This happened before.
Best 3 of 5, rock, paper, scissors on shoot, and we have to do it eyes closed to maintain integrity for any kind of delay.
Who's contending?
Who's fighting for
Me,
for Dune?
I threw the tomato.
So
Okay.
Dallas versus
All right, I'll do
Alex.
May that
Okay,
night
close
chip
your
and
eyes.
shatter.
What?
Rock,
Okay.
paper,
Paper,
scissors,
shoot. Dallas, hold it up.
move it
Oh,
into-
Alex wins. Alex has got that one.
Yes, here we go.
Close your eyes.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, paper covers rock. Dallas has got it.
Oh, man. It's turtles all the way down.
All right, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, both paper. Keep going.
Ha!
Keep going.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No!
Oh, rock.
2-1 Dallas.
That's
Alex, your background made you completely disappear when you let out that exasperated sigh. And it was just poetry. It's like watching poetry. Okay.
rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors, shoot.
Dallas.
Dallas wins. Alien advances.
I lost
It
my
was-
headphones.
It was a valiant effort.
I didn't even mean to shoot your dog.
But House Atreides has fallen.
No, too soon. Too soon.
Okay.
Alex, I was
that was
on
a
your
hard
side.
Fought,
Remember that. I was on your side.
that was a hard fought battle there.
We've got a superhero movie versus a horror movie.
Logan versus
don't
Alien.
start sassing now.
After
Don't
we
start sassing
already
Alien
had
now.
our official tiebreaker break the tie. I don't understand.
You only made him official when the vote wasn't going
When
your
he was
way.
siding with you.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't side with me. In fact, he picked Back to the Future, and he picked Back to the Future before that. He has not sided with me but once, and it's the one time I needed it, and now I had to use my tomato.
It was a tie. That was the most tense game of rock, paper, scissors I think I've ever witnessed.
I felt like I'd had zero investment in that, but I was.
That makes it worse.
I was going.
That makes it worse that you're not even invested in what just happened there.
No. Just in the rock paper scissors fight.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, whatever. Yeah. I wanted you to fight valiantly and give a crap, but no. You're just like,
All
okay,
right, guys,
fine.
we're going to take a break. And when we come
Recoup.
back, we're going to end this thing. Final
I'm
four and then
deflated.
the championship. Okay, we'll be right back.
Are you going somewhere?
Well, yes. Urgent call. Unavoidable. Gotta go.
Excuse me, there's a sign at Ramsett Park that says do not drink the sprinkler water, so I made some tea with it and now I have an infection.
I've just about had enough of you.
I'll be back.
This episode is brought to you by Potter Plus, your podcasting home for the upcoming Harry Potter TV show and so much more. Join me, your host, William, and many other magical friends as we pick apart the past, ponder the present, and unfog the future of the wizarding world. Potter Plus is a production of the Grapefruit Network, and you can find it wherever you get your podcasts.
And I am back.
How'd it go?
No, Pam. I'm back.
We have a new weather report. Lightning has struck. I repeat.
Gin and tonic.
Longers. I don't know if they do bottomless gin and tonic, but we will find it.
And we're back.
Can we take a longer break? I'm not ready emotionally yet for what just happened.
Listen, we sat there and let you cry for 20 minutes. I feel like that's enough.
I needed 25.
I've had 2 chest bursters come out of my chest during that time. One sang and did a little dance number. The other one is eating pizza in the corner. His name's Jeff.
And if you had a nickel, you'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it's really weird that it happened twice.
I really should have put Candace against the universe on my list.
Oh, no, we would never heard the end of it. All right.
All right, everybody. So we have finished the Elite Eight, and now it is time for the Final Four. First up, Revenge of the Sith versus Back to the Future. I'm going to vote last.
You know,
I was like, is there debate?
You're right. Looper is very good, and The Iron Giant they're both family movies. You're right. So I can see how this would be very difficult.
Oh, no. He slipped through the multiverse.
Oh, no.
Wrong one. Wrong one.
I guess I'm going to have to take the nostalgia goggles off for a second. And I do realize that, Looper was one of those movies that made me feel like
he's lost. He's
I really
phased.
enjoyed
He can't.
cinema on
There's
my
no
own.
audio stimulation from this universe. There's
But
no
Iron
visual
Giant
stimulation from
Iron
this
Giant
universe.
is that good. So I'm going to go Iron Giant on this one. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense right now.
Oh, no.
Right?
He's
become
dissociating from this reality. This may
He's
be
become the
a first.
depressed robot.
No.
Alan Rickman.
Interstellar and incepted his way.
No, thank you, Mr.
his own
Obama.
pocket.
I'm not an American hero. That's too much. The Nobel Peace Prize for me?
Oh, shucks, you shouldn't have.
Head boy. And I won the Quidditch House Cup? Oh.
Oh, he's staring in the mirror.
Oh, the mirror of Erised has broken. And all of his hopes and dreams have shattered.
Okay, Back to the Future.
He's drunk.
That one's this.
Sure, flip a coin. Let's play rock, paper, scissors for a loser here.
Those are 2 different games for one.
I don't care. I don't care. Sue me, Dad. Somebody else go. I'm broken.
Dallas.
I love Star Wars, but Sith is not my favorite Star Wars. But Back to the Future, I have loved since before Star Wars. So I'm going to pick Back to the Future.
It's my favorite Star Wars movie, so I have to give it to Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I don't
think I have a
anybody thought you were
sudden
gonna not do
passion
that.
for Back to the Future all of a sudden. Just a renewed vigor.
It was on my list. So I'm not mad.
No, you're not. This is all set up. Stop the count.
All right. Next up in the
Wait,
winners.
no, William didn't even vote yet.
I went first. Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. It's
And
tied.
then
It's 3-1.
Oh,
1.
no.
I said Back to the Future.
Dallas said Back
Wait,
to the Future.
Wait, you
Yeah,
said,
I said Back to
who
the
said?
Future.
Oh, well, then Revenge of
I
the
said-
Sith. I want everyone to suffer.
Oh.
All right.
I want everyone else to feel what I just felt.
Back to the Future versus.
No, let him use Omar.
Okay.
Message Omar first.
No.
Yeah, Omar has been our tiebreaker
Omar.
since the beginning.
Oh, excuse me. You want Omar? You want Omar's opinion? Oh, that's insane. No, of course not.
That is the.
What?
You know,
We've used Omar 99.9% of the time. He is our tiebreaker.
It's so crazy how we
when he's not.
didn't. Except when we didn't all of a sudden.
I don't think we've ever used anyone else.
Except for when he sees the notification and his eyes roll so far in the back of his head as he's stuffing the phone back into his pocket.
Yeah, it's Back to the Future. I'm sorry. I don't have it in me to fight anymore. I've lost the will.
We killed him.
All my hopes and dreams shattered like Fade Ralph's knife.
Who?
Elvis, bald Elvis. Come on.
Oh,
I don't have time to explain this
reference that.
Should I have said?
It didn't stay in the forefront of my mind.
Well, Doc Rivers over here, and Morty.
It's Marty, not Morty.
Whatever. Yeah, Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
Because only maybe one of the.
We really just need a fifth host for these.
Omar.
That was.
Oh,
that was sharp. The comedy. That's
I
the
actually
part that
don't
was.
remember the Doc's name. What is Doc's last name? Just Doc. Doc. Hey, Doc. Doc.
See, you even remember the quotes.
The quotes.
Iconic.
Like tears.
So
and
is
rain.
Back to the Future advancing?
I think Back to the Future has advanced.
That's fine. That's
To the
fine.
finale.
Is Alex done with his therapy session?
No.
Never.
I only just got it scheduled. He couldn't
With
meet
better
right
help.
now.
With Back to the Future winning the Western Conference, its challenger will go up either against Logan or Alien. William, what is your vote?
Okay, so everybody's been poo-poo on Logan because it's a superhero movie.
Right.
Supposedly.
In a sci-fi movie bracket.
Because everything has to fit in one nice, neat little box.
Sure.
It can't be sci-fi horror. It can't be sci-fi superhero. We can't have...
Well, you just put the sci-fi before the superhero. It's superhero.
Hey, I'm not going to argue
He stepped on
semantics.
his own land. He was hoisted by his own petard.
Okay,
as Britta
Logan.
said.
Logan, fine. Logan. I'm
vote
voting Logan.
Why do you keep saying your own name? Please stop. It's getting uncomfortable. First of
You
all,
know, whenever we do a show bracket, I'm picking Dallas, and I'm going to vote for it every single time.
TV shows next year. Yay!
first of all, we have picked Logan over so many better movies up to this point. Like, I can look at every other movie in that bracket, except for Dune 2, on this side, and I would have gone that instead of Logan.
Over iRobot.
Yeah. Why would you pick? You didn't even watch iRobot.
I've
not
seen
you,
iRobot.
not you. The
I
traitor
didn't.
over here. The traitor over
Cody
here.
remembers watching it in 1992
whose
in North
vote
Dakota.
should not count. His vote should not count because he didn't even watch iRobot.
Dallas, how did you know Mom went into labor in North Dakota?
And I burst
was
out
there.
of, my mother's my
My
mother's
robot, not alien.
Where? Alien. Alien. Dallas, please, for the love of all that's good and holy.
Are you going to tie it up so we have to text everyone we know?
I've already got Zach Hacker's vote.
Well, you know
Please
that I'm
go.
picking Alien because I have picked Logan 0 times and I've picked Alien
Thank you.
7 times, and it's only been on here twice. So,
So are these the extra votes that are the tiebreakers now to screw me over?
So
hold on, what's this in my back pocket?
Oh!
Oh, it's a tomato.
Well,
what's
can
this
I
bursting
say-
out of my chest right?
Oh, wait,
it's
can
a
I say-
tomato.
All right.
Wait, we haven't...
I'm Morgan Freeman.
Okay, so we've looked up Alien.
93.5.
93.5.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, since
Let
it's my
Logan-
namesake, I'll look it up.
And I'll
No, I don't
sit
trust
here
it.
and not
I
do
don't
anything.
trust it.
You don't trust it.
Not really.
William just logged into his 6,000 accounts and it's getting
All
on
right.
Tomatoes.
That I used to review bomb movies.
I have it.
Oh,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
With a critic score, certified fresh, 428 reviews later,
Wow.
this has a 93%.
This is an
audience.
incredible movie.
The audience agrees that it is, in fact, an incredible movie for a superhero movie. And they have given it a 91% for an average of 92% by 1.5%.
Wow.
That's
Alien
perfect.
wins.
Fair.
Alien wins.
By the width of one facehugger's tail. Alien wins.
So,
Okay.
we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, it's the the championship. Back to the Future versus Alien. And we're back. It's time. It all comes down to this. This completely impartial, not orchestrated bracket has led to the greatest movie of all time, Back to the Future, versus some ho-hum alien movie, Alien.
The fact that you had to
okay.
claim this is not orchestrated would lead
And then I call it the greatest movie of all time.
would lead a lot of people, including some of your co-hosts, to believe there might have been some orchestration involved.
Hey, next time you do a bracket, you are free to orchestrate to your heart's
Oh,
No,
it's Dallas
that
next year.
degrades the integrity of the bracket.
It's going to be chaotic,
I
unorganized,
sacrificed some of
and
my sacred cows.
rigged.
None of mine are in the finale.
Is this what George
content.
Washington warned us about? Is this what George Washington warned us about? Because it feels like what George Washington warned us about.
This is specifically what he was talking about.
He was like, children,
They
remember.
didn't write that down, yeah. But they were talking about
Nate
podcast movie
Bargatze
brackets. And
Nate
he was like, "It'll go
Bargatze,
too
get
far."
on that skit.
No, I'm okay. He can stay wherever he is.
Well, my
So Back
vote
to the
is
Future isn't even a sci-fi movie. It's a rom-com between
a mother and a son.
An incestuous rom-com.
I didn't add other words to it. I just said it was a rom-com.
I am still in shock right now of who we have in this final. It has to be Alien. It has to be, in my mind. It is the only one on here that, to Dallas's credit, has impacted the cultural zeitgeist in such a way. Time travel movies have been around forever. This elevated horror and it elevated sci-fi simultaneously, and it paired them in a way that had never before been seen. H.G. Wells had already been doing the whole time travel thing forever and goofy antics in the past, and what happens if you change something? It's been done to death. Robert, Mr. Zemeckis, Bob, if you will. Bobby, you didn't do anything special. So for that, Sharks, I'm out.
He didn't do anything special.
No.
Like,
he just got a bunch of drunk 80s teens to show up to the movies. That's what he did.
To be fair, there wasn't a lot of sober ones to be found.
Yeah, they're too busy trying to bang their own moms, apparently.
Listen, cultural times are cultural times. We don't get to judge.
We listen and we do not judge.
Here's the thing. The reason why Back to the Future made it this far is because it is like the last franchise that has
Ugh.
not been beat to death. Alien.
What? Did you see Back to the Future 2 or Back to the Future 3?
It's trilogy. It's perfect. It has stayed a trilogy.
No.
They haven't tried.
Oh, if you make
haven't
3
tried-
movies, it's perfect. Got it.
They haven't tried to revive it. They haven't tried to franchise beat it to death.
We're not arguing the
What?
movies that came after Alien.
What?
We are Aliens, Alien,
Back
Prometheus.
to the Future 2 and 3 are garbage. So to try and claim that it has merit based on the fact
Back to the Future 2
that
is a great movie. Back to the Future 3 is also a great movie.
you're breaking my brain.
I watched Back to the Future 2 on Back to the Future Day for the first time in 2015. It's a great movie. I stand by that trilogy.
You know the scene in Bambi where Thumper has to like sit
Hunter
there
was
and-
the hero in Bambi, by the way.
Thumper has to say, if you don't have something nice to say, then don't say nothing at all.
And he's going to disregard that advice right now.
No, I'm just going to leave it as my vote is for Alien. You can infer the rest.
Dallas.
They are both iconic movies. I like both of these movies. I generally don't remember what movies were on my list, but if I were to make another list, these both might be on it.
Do you want me to tell you, or just let it float off into the ether?
That's it. I'm throwing my tomato.
No, just
It's Dune 2 versus E.T. This is a great matchup. I really do think that it's great.
I'm going to replace Back to the Future with I Am Legend right now. And we'll see which one wins now.
And then once again, Violent Night comes in with the chair.
I think Alien has, if you watch like not any of like the remasters, like the android like quick switch melt face scene is wax, and you can tell. But they were doing, for the most part, only practical effects. Back to the Future is still something that gets brought up in pop culture all the time. But only one of these, and this is how I base all of my decisions. Joy and Abed did an Alien scene.
Yes, they
in
did.
Community, and so I'm picking Alien.
I was going to say, you place both hands on your stomach, and whichever one you can feel the current gas bubble under is how you...
That's awful judgmental of you to think that there's not one under both.
I am going to pick Alien because I would argue, and I think it has been argued, that Ripley is one of, if not the most important female protagonists in cinema history.
You're not wrong.
Set the stage for some representation that I am glad exists as a girl dad. I know. Playing the card again, I'm gonna play it. And
you know what? I'm changing my vote to Back to the Future.
And then you'll ask Omar, and what will Omar say?
Back to the Future. It's the only reason it got this far. But weird, it's not going up against Dune 2 right now.
I'm voting Alien.
Wow.
And since there's not a tie, no one has a tomato left, and you cannot throw it in the finale, ladies and gentlemen, Alien is the winner of our sci-fi movie bracket. Cody,
well done.
Bravo. Dallas,
well done,
bravo.
Alien.
The train horn in the background, just signing off like, no, it should have been
leaving the
Dune
station.
2. Yeah, I hear it.
It's Marty, it's Doc in Back to the Future 3 trying to come back and change the outcome of this bracket. That was intense, and I loved every minute of it.
I didn't love every minute of it.
I
When
know.
we changed the rules.
The only part I didn't like is usually I have to force chaos in. I have to subvert, and I didn't.
Don't worry.
I was like running to catch up to the chaos the whole time.
Am I the Kansas City Chiefs? Are the refs not working for me?
All right, guys, with that, I'm going to square the tab. It's on me. And if you have made it this far, congratulations. We're not going to offer up any apologies because you can apply your congratulations. But thank you for hanging out with us through our March movie bracket. At the end of this episode, we are very pleased to announce that next March, we are going to be doing a comedy movie bracket that will be orchestrated by one Dallas McKinney. He is the only one that has not. We've done 3 March movie brackets. That's incredible.
It's a perfect trilogy. I think we need to stop here.
We're gonna do a reboot.
Isn't that what Cody said?
So we will also, over the course of the year, we will be watching, number to be determined. So if you want to watch the movies live with us, we will all sync up our watches, start the movie at the same time, and come hang out with us, and we'll watch it together. And you can get access to our live recordings inside of our Patreon. It's patreon.com/Grapefruit Network. We have one tier. It's nice and low cost, but it gets you access to everything we do at the network. You get all of our shows ad-free and extended. This one's going to be a doozy of an extended episode, I can tell you that much. And you get access, starting in April, you get access to live recordings where you can come hang out in the audience of our recordings, and you get all of the ums and uhs and uninteresting parts of the episode that we edit out. You can experience it in real time. And we do thank you for your support. Thank you to our existing patrons so far. We're excited to offer this benefit going forward, especially with live recordings. But guys, with that, I'm going to head out of here. I'm William.
I'm Dallas.
I'm your glorious puppet master. Everything that's happened as I have foreseen.
And I have been robbed.
And we will see you guys next time.
Don't die of a broken heart.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Are you kidding? I'm working.
All right, I'll be right there.
And grab the movie. Go, 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 go.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
Phase one snapped in two, which was sad.